Hello, my dear friend. Come closer for a moment. Sit somewhere quiet and imagine this. Germany is broken. The war is over. Factories are silent. Smoke still rises into the cold sky. People are tired, and many do not know what tomorrow will bring. And somewhere inside this damaged country, a small company is trying to survive. No money, no safety, almost no future. Many people believe the company will disappear forever. But it does not. Because inside that small company, there is still a dream. A dream to build something special, something fast, something beautiful, something powerful. That company is BMW. Today, people all around the world know the name BMW. Luxury, speed, success. But the real story of BMW is much deeper than cars. It is a story about hard times, big risks, new ideas, and never giving up. And once you hear the full story, you may never see BMW the same way again. The year was 1916. Europe was at war. Soldiers marched through cities. Machines filled the air with noise. Even the sky became part of the war. And during this dark time, a new company was born in Germany. Its name was BMW, Bayerische Motorenwerke. In English, Bavarian Motor Works. The company started in the city of Munich. At first, BMW did not make cars or motorcycles. They made aeroplane engines, strong engines, fast engines, engines made for warplanes. BMW quickly became famous for quality. The engineers worked very carefully. Every small part mattered. Every sound mattered. Every movement mattered. BMW wanted to build perfect engines. But then, everything changed. The First World War ended. Germany lost the war. New rules stopped German companies from making airplane engines. Suddenly, BMW lost its business. Factories became quiet. Workers became worried. The future looked dark. Many companies disappeared during those years, and BMW almost disappeared too. But the company refused to give up. So BMW changed direction. First, the company made tools, then machine parts, then motorcycle engines. These were small, slow, but important steps. Then, in 1923, BMW released its first motorcycle, the BMW R32. People loved it immediately. It was smooth, reliable, and strong. For the first time, BMW was becoming more than a small factory. It was becoming a respected name. And slowly, another dream started to grow. Cars. In 1928, BMW entered the car business. The world was changing fast. Roads were growing. Cities were becoming bigger. Cars were becoming part of modern life. BMW wanted to be part of that future. The company's first cars were small and simple. But BMW learned very quickly. The engineers focused on one important idea. Driving should feel exciting, not only comfortable, not only practical. BMW wanted drivers to feel connected to the car, to feel speed, to feel control, to feel alive while driving. And people noticed the difference. BMW cars felt sporty, sharp, and fun to drive. Slowly, the company started building its identity. But then, history brought another disaster. The Second World War began. Europe entered darkness again. BMW returned to making airplane engines during the war. Factories worked day and night. Cities burned. Millions of people suffered. And when the war finally ended, Germany was destroyed again. Buildings were broken. Factories were damaged. Families were torn apart. BMW was badly damaged too. Factories were destroyed. Money was gone. The future looked hopeless. Once again, BMW was close to collapse. And during those painful years, the company survived by making simple products. Kitchen tools, bicycles, small household items. Imagine that for a moment. One of the world's future luxury car companies was simply trying to survive another day. Then came the 1950s, and things became even harder. BMW made elegant, beautiful cars, but almost nobody bought them. The company was losing huge amounts of money. Workers became worried. Investors lost confidence. Some people believed BMW's story was finished forever. Then another danger appeared. BMW became so weak that its own management tried to sell the company to Daimler-Benz, the makers of Mercedes-Benz. The company almost lost its independence forever. But then, something surprising happened. During a massive meeting in 1959, workers, small investors, and dealers fought to save BMW. They refused the sale because they believed the company still had a future. A wealthy investor named Herbert Quandt decided to help them. Their belief changed everything, and BMW survived again. After that moment, the company changed forever. In the 1960s, BMW made one of the most important decisions in its history. The company stopped asking, "How do we survive?" and started asking, "Who are we?" The answer became clear. BMW would build cars that felt exciting to drive. Cars with luxury, but also speed. Cars with comfort, but also power. That idea changed the company completely. BMW released a new generation of sporty cars called the New Class. And suddenly, the world noticed BMW again. Young professionals loved the cars. Drivers loved the cars. Car lovers became passionate about the brand. BMW was rising very quickly. Then came more innovation, again and again. BMW engineers kept improving their technology. Better engines, better handling, safer systems, smarter design. The company became famous for balance. Not too soft, not too aggressive. Precise, smooth, powerful. And then BMW entered the world of racing. Racing became part of BMW's identity. Touring car racing, performance engineering, motorsport competitions. BMW wanted to prove something important. Their cars were not only beautiful, they were fast. And the world listened. By the 1980s and 1990s, BMW had become a global brand. The company expanded across Europe, America, Asia, the Middle East, and many other places. The BMW logo became a symbol of success. For many people, owning a BMW became a dream. But BMW never stopped changing, because the company understood something important. The world changes very fast, and companies that stop changing can disappear. So BMW invested heavily in the future. New technology, safer systems, digital features. And then another major change arrived: electric vehicles. The future of driving was changing again. Some companies moved slowly. Some ignored the future. BMW did not. The company created innovative vehicles like the fully electric BMW i3 and the futuristic plug-in hybrid i8. Different, modern, bold. Not everyone loved the designs, but BMW was preparing for the future, because new ideas had always helped the company survive. But behind the luxury and technology, there is one simple truth. The car industry is very difficult. Competition never stops. Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Tesla, Porsche, Lexus. Every company wants to lead the future. One bad decision can create huge problems. A weak design, a bad engine, or a poor strategy. Customers can leave very quickly. BMW understands this very well. That is why the company keeps moving forward. Artificial intelligence, electric performance, self-driving systems, advanced robotics. The future is arriving quickly, and BMW wants to help shape that future, not follow it. Today, BMW is one of the most famous car companies in the world. Millions of people dream about driving one. BMW cars appear in movies, music videos, racing events, and city streets across the planet. The company earns billions of dollars. Its name carries status and power. But maybe the most interesting part of the story is not the luxury. It is the comeback. Because twice, BMW almost disappeared forever. Twice, history nearly erased the company completely. War damaged it. Money problems nearly destroyed it. Competition came from every side. But every time, BMW adapted, changed, improved. And maybe that is the real reason people admire BMW today. Not only because it makes fast cars, but because the company itself became a symbol of rebuilding. A company that kept moving forward, even after disaster. And now, the world is entering another new age. Electric cars, artificial intelligence, self-driving technology. A changing future. The next battle has already started. And somewhere inside BMW headquarters in Germany, engineers are still working late into the night, designing new machines, testing new ideas, trying once again to build the perfect driving experience. So the next time you see a BMW on the road, remember this. Behind the logo, there is more than luxury. There is struggle, failure, risk, innovation, and determination. A company born during war that refused to disappear. And maybe that is why the BMW story still matters today. Because deep inside, it is not only a story about cars. It is a story about rebuilding after destruction, about changing when the world changes, about continuing forward, even when everything says you should stop. And perhaps that is the real reason BMW became powerful.